Welcome back to the show. We got a great one lined up. Listen to these headlines. XRP flips Bitcoin trading volume. Oh, yes, it did. We'll show you where. And real USD arriving in Africa and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on X, YouTube, and DigPerspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, $4.12 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency. Yeah, 2.6% up on the crypto market. And look at this, 117,400 plus for Bitcoin, Ethereum 4,300, XRP $2.94. Now we're up 2.6 on the 24 and off 0.2% on the 7-day, ranging between 282 and 296. We're at the top side of that range right now at the time of recording this video. Now let's get into this. This is a quick little reminder to be careful, and people got to educate themselves a little bit out here. The difference between cold, hot, and exchange crypto wallets. Let's run through it real quick. Cold wallet definition: a crypto wallet that is offline, meaning it is not connected to the internet. Examples of that could be hardware wallets like Ledger or Trezor, paper wallets, private keys written on paper. And then you have here, I'm just going to run down these really quickly here. So hot wallet definition: a crypto wallet that is connected to the internet, typically through software. Examples are mobile apps like Trust Wallet or MetaMask, desktop wallets, and browser-based wallets. Then you have here, going down to the last one here, no, wait a minute, cold wallet, hot wallet, and then exchange wallet. Here it is. So definition is a wallet provided by cryptocurrency exchange, where the exchange holds your private keys. Examples of this are platforms like Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Uphold, Caleb and Brown, and others, right? So there you have the difference between wallets to educate people. And guess what else? iTrustCapital. You can use iTrustCapital as your place to hold your crypto. You could do it in the IRA, which is incredible. And by the way, don't forget that $12.5 trillion market of 401ks has just been approved by executive order of President Trump to be able to have access to crypto now. And you can too. So think about that when it comes to your 401ks. You may want to take action for yourself, not financial advice. And then the premium custody account. Maybe you're just looking for a long-term hold. Maybe you just want to know that your assets are safe. Maybe you just want the best night's sleep you've had since you've been in crypto. Well, you can get it right here. And that's what the premium custody account does. And it helps remove the attack vector with the closed loop system, which is why you can go in with your cash in crypto, trade 24/7 on all the assets available, physical gold and silver too. And when you come out of there, you can only come out as cash to your US checking account. Why is that? That whole entire reason for that is to help remove the attack vector. So if a bad actor were to gain access to your account through your side of the equation, you would know that the only thing they could do is cash out and send it to your checking account. They cannot take the crypto off of the platform. So if you're looking for that kind of security and safety, you just found it. Click the link underneath the video right at the top and get started today. Let's listen to Eric Trump talk about cryptocurrency is going to replace traditional finance. Oh, let's hear the first part of this.
It's going to be one of the great Bitcoin companies anywhere in the world. And clearly, there's no doubt in my mind, cryptocurrency is going to replace traditional finance, TradFi, and it's happening so fast. I mean, cryptocurrency is literally outpacing, the growth of the internet, in the 90s, Charles. And I've never been so clear about something. I've never been able to see something so clearly in my life, and it's been a lot of fun to be a part of this.
Early on, folks who hit me to it, even though I didn't make the move quick enough, all pointed to the dollar, right? You talk about the financial system. That part of it, of course, the weaponization of the banking system against its own citizens is one thing. When we took Russia off the SWIFT network, that changed a whole lot of things. There's been an
Oh, it sure did change a whole lot of things. You heard him say it when we took Russia off the SWIFT network. Oh, doesn't that play into everything we know about Ripple and XRP? Keep listening.
Abuse of the system, but a lot of focus is on the dollar. Obviously, it's in trouble. I guess the distinction is that all governments seem to have abused themselves, their debts, financial shenanigans, but it feels like that also is a crucial part of why crypto is coming to the rescue.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of stable coins, 100%. I mean, in terms of Bitcoin, Bitcoin is digital gold, just as better, right? I mean, there's a limited supply. You know, Charles, if gold ever goes to 10,000 bucks an ounce, you know, you and I will bust down the walls of the building you're in right now. We'll find gold in that concrete, right? You can always find more supply if the price goes up. And with Bitcoin, there will never be, you know, 21 million and one Bitcoin. There will be 21 million. So it's finite. Every family in the world wants it. Every Fortune 500 company is starting to custody it. You know, so it's gold, but you can actually transport it. You know, how do you cash out gold? You take it down to the local pawn shop and, you know, they melt it down. It's not practical. I mean, at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night while having, you know, dinner with your wife, you know, you can sell it. It's 24 hours. It has immediate liquidity. It's one of the greatest assets of our time. In terms of saving the dollar, there's no question. But in terms of, you know, stable coins is saving the dollar. Listen, I'm the first one to bash our system because I've been on the receiving end of it, but we are the best financial system anywhere in the world. Nobody wants to be on the euro. No one wants to be on any of the Asian currencies. No one wants to be on any of the South American currencies. Guess what everybody in the world wants? They want the US dollar. It's going to be one.
There you have it right there. And we're going to help them get it. And you're about to find out how Ripple's about to help them get it all over the world here in a second. But look at this. Let's change gears. Binance and Tether currently dominating XRP net inflows, pushing the price up to 294. This is Binance and Tether pushing it real hard. Well, let's go ahead and look at this. XRP just flipped Bitcoin in trading volume on South Korea's largest exchange, Upbit. Let that sink in. Liquidity is flooding in. Asia's demand for XRP is not slowing. Every Ripple move adds fuel. Are you paying attention yet? And I sure am, I can tell you that. And this is a reminder of just how in demand these products for yield and DeFi are. This is MXRP security cap has been lifted. The cap is now 20 million XRP and it's already half full at 49.52% in just a few hours. That'll tell you what's going on for demand there. And we're going to see more and more of those products roll out over time. I really do believe that. And then take a look at this. Yesterday's SEC CFTC roundtable was historic. Thank you to SEC Paul Atkins and all of our speakers who came together with actionable ideas to make our markets great. Legends. Yeah. And I think in some part, I believe the Phil and Dom Kwok took part of this or something very close to it. I think they were part of that one. But nonetheless, loving that. And let's hear directly from the interim head, Commissioner Pham. Take a listen.
It's never been more important for the CFTC to be a 21st century regulator as we tackle innovative new products and markets like crypto assets and prediction markets. We need to have a best-in-class, industry-leading market surveillance system. This is something that I worked on in the private sector. This is something that's so important for the CFTC. So by implementing NASDAQ market surveillance, we are bringing in a fully automated solution that can do cross-market analytics, that can generate dashboards for us to be able to monitor many different markets and products at the same time, and to do transaction level analysis. So what this signals for the CFTC to modernize, to embrace new types of technology like NASDAQ market surveillance and adopt other new technology tools is that we are really going to be a forward-looking regulator that is really trying to future-proof our mission so that we are able to scale and adapt to no matter what new markets or new products are being launched. I really feel that the CFTC is going to be in the best place possible to handle anything new that comes at us.
There you have it right there. And I tell you, it sounds a lot like Christian Carlo back in the day when he talked so much about how we have to get the regulators to understand that we got to stop trying to chase down these different entities, right? And start regulating the activities on these networks. Just the same way that a cop does radar on a highway, right? And you don't pull somebody over unless they do something suspicious. So that's where we're going here. And I think Commissioner Pham just put a point to it. So I like hearing that. And then we see this, crypto.com is now the first major crypto platform to secure US CFTC derivatives license. Oh, this is getting very good, ladies and gentlemen. I got to be honest. I mean, this is where we're seeing all the markets really start to come together. You're going to see everything woven in together. And let us not forget, They're building a New York Stock Exchange in Texas, and it's going to be all digital and all tokenized. So everything is in the process of transition. And here we see Vanguard is exploring the possibility of providing its clients with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency products. It says 11 trillion assets under management here. And you can see clearly what's happening. Let's take a listen to this clip. They don't want to get left behind.
If you're a Vanguard investor and you want to buy Bitcoin ETFs, you don't want to go to another platform. And nearly every major platform now offers Bitcoin ETFs. So I feel like this is a sign of times, a big shift, but still we're not sure. But when we talked to Vanguard, they said they're listening to clients, they're talking about it. So again, they're opening the window by a little.
Yeah, I mean, to me, what it sounds like is they saw demand from clients.
Yes.
And they want to make sure that clients stay on their platform to do what they want.
Don't wander off the ecosystem, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yes. Eric Baltunas, again, he was the one who I talked to for this story. He said that, if Bitcoin ETFs weren't as successful, we may not be seeing this. But it's so hard to ignore the astounding success. I mean, altogether, the cohort has around 142 billion in assets. 80 billion of those is from BlackRock. 20 billion alone came this year. So you don't even see the demand abating. And with the SEC now, you might see more cryptocurrency ETFs to come. And to close the door on that money-making big, it's just lavishing capital, investors lavishing capital into these ETFs is a big, maybe, mistake, according to some.
I wonder to how much of a role the CEO, Salim Ramji, plays here in Vanguard's not changing his mind, but being a little bit more open to the idea of crypto and blockchain.
Definitely big. I'm glad you brought that up because Salim Ramji, he's a BlackRock veteran. To many, he was one of the people in charge or led the charge for the IBIT launch. So he has expressed openness with blockchain and Bitcoin, and he's the first outsider to ever become the CEO of Vanguard. So this is definitely potentially, according to insiders, we don't have proof yet.
Is it a little risky? Because in just 20 seconds here, if for some reason we see a widespread decline in crypto asset prices, people could say, hey, why did you let us do this?
Could be, but that's the beauty of investing. You give people the choice to make that.
They had to make up their own mind. That's exactly right. And it's obvious that Vanguard doesn't want to watch their clients go somewhere else to get exposure to where they could provide it for them. Now let's take a look at this as Ripple strikes a deal with iPayout. This is super cool. Together, Ripple Payments and iPayout make it possible to deliver real-time payouts in the U.S. from overseas, a capability designed to give financial institutions and platforms faster, more transparent, and more reliable ways to move money across borders, backed by enterprise-grade digital asset infrastructure. And then this. Ripple puts this out just a little while ago. Saving and sending money across Africa shouldn't be expensive or slow. Well, guess what? RLUSD is making its way and arriving into Africa. And you remember when we covered Chipper Cash, Valar, and Yellow Card? Well, guess what? This is the power of what they're doing together. And what is MFS Africa? Is a digital payments company that enables cross-border payments for remittance companies. And it says financial service providers and global merchants. As of 2021, MFS Africa was connected to 320 million mobile money wallets in Africa. 320 million, which at the time represented roughly 60% of all such wallets on the continent. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about all of that. And here's some more information here from Smoke Dog, carrying through, talking about South Africa, Mercury FX, and how specifically using XRP inside of their business stack. And here is the actual article itself with RLUSD arriving in Africa. And if you look again, there's Chipper Cash, Valar, and Yellow Card that we highlighted just a couple weeks ago. I love seeing all of this come together so quickly. And I tell you, it's on the heels of us getting all of this legislative clarity and signing the legislation into law once it's passed. Should happen inside the next 2 to 3 months. I absolutely love this for all of us. And how soon will we see 5 trillion in tokenized assets? Let's listen to Ian DeBode from Ondo Finance.
The thing with these assets, though, is they always follow a hockey stick curve. Right?
Exactly.
So 5 trillion right now seems like a lot, but if you look at how liquidity begets liquidity and the growth that we're seeing in stable coins right now, once that there's a regulatory framework, I think U.S. Treasury says 2030 or something, and then a couple $1 trillion. I mean, I think it can happen sooner if Treasury decides to start putting treasuries on chain themselves, or if a couple of large FMIs decides to do whatever. These numbers are actually more achievable than one would think, as long as a specific asset class actually starts moving on chain wholesale and you get true hockey stick adoption.
There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. We are going to see things we've never seen before in this space. The tokenization of real world assets. The rest of the traditional financial markets will be tokenized. And guess what? That's where the rest of the money is. And I can't wait. And I know you can't either. It's not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.